When you hear the words ancient wonders, you might think of pyramids or Greek temples. But in China lies a tomb so mysterious it has never been opened. Guarded by thousands of life-sized warriors. And that's only the beginning. From incredible walls that stretch beyond the horizon, to canals that fed empires, to an irrigation system still working after 2,000 years, these are just a few of the wonders of ancient China. Stay with us as we uncover some ancient Chinese engineering marvels. Let's explore 4 works of genius and imagination that still inspire awe today. The construction of a unified Great Wall began with China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang, 221 to 206 BC. He connected and expanded existing fortifications to defend his newly unified empire. Yet it was during the Ming dynasty that the wall was completed and became what we recognize today. Rammed earth walls gave way to miles of brick and stone, strengthened with mortar, lined with beacon towers and watch posts. Ming engineers pushed the wall across deserts, mountains, and valleys. It stretched to its greatest length, over 13,000 miles, the longest structure ever built by human hands. More than just a line of defense, it became a symbol of endurance, a scar across the landscape that declared to all who dared approach, this empire would endure. Beneath a man-made mountain outside Xi'an lies one of history's greatest enigmas, the mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China. Built over 38 years by 700,000 laborers, this vast underground city was designed to mirror the empire he ruled in life. The scale alone is staggering. The tomb complex covers more than 50 square kilometers, and the central mound rises nearly 250 feet. As tall as a 20-story building. By size, it rivals the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Ancient texts whisper of wonders hidden in its depths. Palaces lit with jewels, constellations painted in gold, and rivers of flowing mercury to mimic the seas and waterways of China. The air itself, it was said, shimmered with deadly traps, mechanical crossbows waiting to fire on intruders. But what we can see leaves us speechless: the Terracotta Army. In 1974, farmers digging a well-uncovered rows of clay soldiers. Each one life-sized, each one different. Faces carved with lifelike detail, armor etched, hairstyles and moustaches unique to every figure. Over 8,000 warriors, along with horses, bronze chariots and generals, stand in silent formation. More than soldiers, they are art, science and devotion combined. The painted colors of the Terracotta Army have faded with time, but in their day they stood brilliant, armed in reds, greens and blues. No two faces alike, as if real men had been reborn in clay. The central tomb itself remains untouched. Scientists hesitate to open it, fearing both the collapse of the structure and the release of mercury. And so the greatest treasure of all, what lies in the Emperor's chamber, remains sealed in mystery. A wonder both seen and unseen. The tomb of China's first emperor is a silent promise that the greatest secrets of the ancient world may still lie buried, waiting for discovery. If the Great Wall defended the nation, China's Grand Canal bound it together. Begun in early dynasties but unified during the Sui in the 7th century, the canal grew through the Yuan and Ming dynasties into a colossal waterway. The Grand Canal of China stretches 1,100 miles, the longest man-made canal in the world. It linked the fertile Yangtze basin of the south with the political capitals of the north, carrying rice, silk, porcelain and ideas. Grain ships glided north while wealth and political stability flowed south, ensuring emperors could feed their capitals and armies. Locks, aqueducts and embankments kept the waters moving. The canal wasn't just a river of commerce, it was the economic backbone of imperial China, for more than 1,000 years. But China's engineers also turned their genius to water in another way, not for defense, not for transport, but to nourish the land and its people. In the 3rd century BC, the visionary engineer Li Bing reshaped the Min River. Instead of damming it, he split it, carving channels and levees that tamed floods and fed the fields. The result was the Dujiangyan irrigation system, a marvel that still functions today, more than 2,000 years later. It transformed Sichuan into a land of abundance. This system proves that true engineering isn't just about building monuments, it's about sustaining a civilization for generations. There was the wall, stretching endlessly. There was the canal, uniting a vast land. There was the river, harnessed for life. And there was the tomb, sealing mystery for eternity. These weren't just feats of engineering, they were acts of imagination, ambition, and power. They remind us that China's story wasn't written only in words or scrolls. It is a story carved in stone, shaped in earth, and guided by water. China's amazing wonders remind us that the greatest civilizations dreamed big, and then built those dreams into reality. If you enjoyed this journey into the marvels of ancient China, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us again for more stories of history's wonders.